So as you know from the previous video, you already know about the Laravel repository pattern, especially how we can connect to your controller with the repository with a service provider. Okay, very simple and very easy. And then repository will do all the CRUD functionality using the model and the database. So this is the thing that you're gonna implement. So for our first topic is our product CRUD with the repository pattern. Okay, then we'll do in the second video, we're gonna work with comment and then the admin dashboard. Okay, so it will be very simple and easy stuff. So let me go to our Laravel project and Laravel YouTube series. Here I'm gonna create one more Laravel project. Okay, so let me create one more thing. So if you stuck in some places, I have a GitHub repository. As you can see, you see the Laravel repository product review system, which is same already that I have made it for you. If you find something, and you can get full code if you go to this particular link that will give in the description. Okay, so this is the link that is very important for you if you get stuck. I already have Laravel Ajax practice CRUD. You can see all the Ajax CRUD also there from my GitHub panel. Okay, so really simple and easy. So first we need to create Laravel new product comment full system. Okay, let's go. You can give it any name. I just see product comments full system. So our project creation is completed. I hope you learn a little bit. I hope you know a little bit about Laravel because I'm gonna do all the views thing and the blade template very quickly and easily because you guys are already experienced as you are learning the repository pattern. Okay, I hope you guys know this basic thing. So let me get out of the shell and just open the project. And as you can see, first we need to check up that our project work. Okay, so let me stop all of those things and make sure you have the XAMPP control panel if you want to work with it. So start our XAMPP panel and go to admin dashboard. Okay, we need to create a new project database for that. So we need to create a new database first to start our application. So I just name it YouTube Laravel product comment system. So this is my database name, YouTube Laravel product comment system. Okay, so create a database first. I just click on admin and it will take you to the admin panel, okay, of the PHP my admin. So you need to just go to environment variable, and here I'm just gonna paste this name, YouTube Laravel product comment system. Okay, so our database adding is done. So let me write PHP artisan optimize. This is very important, guys. Optimizing is very important. Then we need to run our server, PHP artisan serve. Let me go into the server. It is working perfectly. So first we need to create a model and controller. Okay, so PHP artisan make model, and it should be product model -m to create a migration. Really simple. So if you go to database and migration, here you see we have a products model. Simple. So we need to work with it first, increments, and give it an ID, and product will have some value. Suppose it has title, and it will have integer field, and it will take some price and table, and it would be like long text. Okay, for the description. So I know you guys are not beginners, you are learning the repository pattern, you already know about how to create this models. Okay, first we for the increment, then we have a title for as a string, then we have integer price and long text of descriptions. We are needing these informations. Then we need one more thing, which is for the images. So for the twin, you can take a string, and string you can take a picture. Okay, you can take a picture. Really simple and really easy. So this will work really fine. So we have ID, we have picture, we have title, price, and descriptions. Okay, then we're gonna work with our comment system. So we need to create another model, PHP artisan make model comment -m, because product will have multiple comments. That's why we're working with the comment at this moment. but I'm going to implement this in the next video, not in this video. We are just creating all those models. So as you can see, the comments is already there. For that, I need to use increments ID, and it will have string comment. You can comment anything. You can use long text here if you have a large amount of comment, and you can use comment. And then we have rating, integer. Rating must be integer. You can rating up to 1 to 5. First is your comment and then your rating, and then have one more thing, which is unsigned integer. We need to have a product ID, product underscore ID. Okay, then in the last we have one more thing to connect with our comment with our products table. So for that we need to write foreign key. Okay, foreign with the underscore ID, references on ID on which table? Products table. And if you delete a particular product, it will on delete, it will also be deleted. Cascade. Okay, so it is saying that we have product ID, which is work as a foreign key for this comments table, because comments is a child of a parent product. So each of this product ID will have multiple comments, and it will have a comment and rating. And we are connecting this comment with the products table using the product ID, which product ID this comments and rating are belonging to. So we are connected with the foreign ID product with an ID on the products table. Okay, and this products table is coming from this products table. So that's we were connected, and on delete we cascade, because if we delete any particular product from the database, the comment would also be deleted with it. So very simple and easy stuff. If you see my previous video about model relationship, you will understand a lot about it. So very simple logic. So first we need to just migrate it. PHP artisan migrate. So let's check it out, and let's check our database if it is migrated or not. YouTube Laravel project comment system, Laravel product comment system. We have a comments, as you can see. It is connected with the product ID, comment, rating, created and updated. It's simple. And we have a products table. We have ID, picture, title, price, description, all of those things. It works really awesomely. So next step is to connect our model and relationship. Okay, so our migration is done. So now let me go to the models, and we have a product and comment model. So we need to connect it. So we need to write public function, and product will have, this product will have multiple comments. Okay, so we can write comments. Okay, and return this has many, because one product has many comments, and just write comment model in class. Very simple. It has many comments, and you can just use this reverse order, which is public function product, public function product, because comment belonging to particular product. Okay, so that's why I'm gonna write return this belongs to. It means this comment model, this belongs to particular product. Okay, class, product class. So just write it perfectly, otherwise it will not work. Make sure it is model product. Okay, it belongs to particular product, and products has many comments, so our relationship is done properly. So we can write here for the product protected fillable, and first is the picture, then we have a title, and then we have a price description. So these are the things that need to be filled: picture, title, price and description in the product model. So these are the same product model as this: picture, title, price, description. Okay, so just copy this, and you need to just copy this thing. Okay, and go to comment. Comment also need something, which is first one is product ID, because it need to keep track which product ID we are getting all the comments. And then we have a comment is the main thing, and then we have a rating. So I think these are the three: comment, rating, and protected would do the work for the field level. So our model relationship is done, our migration is done. So let me close this out, and let me close this out as well. So these are the basic structure is done. So now at this moment we need to create a repository. So you need to go to the app, and app has something called controller, middleware, models, all of those things. So in the app root app, we need to create a new folder called repository. Okay, repository. Now in the repository folder, we need to create and make sure this repository is under app. So this is the main thing that we are making this repository pattern. Okay, so we need to create two more files. First is the interface, which is capital I, and you're gonna write product repository.php. Make sure it's a PHP file. Okay, it's a PHP file, and then we need to write PHP. Okay, so make sure it's a PHP file, otherwise it is not gonna work. And name is space app repository, because it is inside repository folder. It should be same as this. Okay, now it will work. Now we need to write interface, and interface I product repository. Okay, now it will have some functionality. So first function is get all products. Okay, so there is no body in interface. You cannot put body inside a function. Okay, so you need to implement it inside another folder. Okay, so in the interface, make sure you don't have a body in your function. So first we're going to work with get all the products. Then similarly, we're going to work with other functionalities as well. So let me go to the repository folder, and here I'm going to create a new file called product repository.php. And here I'm going to copy this. You can copy whole thing, paste here, and it should be different. It is not interface. It is class. This class, and it should be product repository, and I'm gonna implement I product repository. Okay, now I product repository is actually the word interface. There is no body in the get all products. So in the repository, you're going to implement these features. As you can see, we have a class product repository that implements all the functionalities. And here we are seeing error because we need to implement functionality. So we need to write public function get all products. As you can see, we are getting all the product that is inside the product repository. This is the main functionality of the repository. Okay, so get all the products functionality. And here I'm going to implement the main functionality. Here I'm going to return. You need to go to the product model, and you're going to get all the products, all. Or you can write product latest dot get. You can write it like this way, or you can write product all to get all the products. Now it will return, it will give us all the product information inside the database, because we are working with a repository is working with our product model. So save it, and if you go to this page, as you can see, repository work with our model, very important, and it will get all the data, fetch all the data from the database, as you can see. But we don't have any data in the project repository, so that's the problem. We need to put some data there. So we need to show all this information into some pages. Okay, so let me go there and go. If I go to resources, views, and here we need to create a new folder called layout. Okay, layouts, and in the layouts we need to create a new file called app.blade.php. This is our main file. Okay, this is our main file that will hold all the information, but you don't need to do the same thing, because the video will get really long if you want to do that. So for that, you can go to my repository here, go to our layouts and app.blade.php. You can copy all the things. Okay, you can copy all the things, and here just paste it. Don't worry, I just added a bootstrap CSS link and a jQuery link here, script. You can go to website and just find the latest jQuery and the bootstrap. Okay, and here I just write yield content, because this is the parent. This will be included in all the layouts. Then we need to create one more thing. which is, suppose if we go back, go to product, as you can see we need create page, edit page, index page and show page. So we need to go to the index page first, and I'm gonna copy all of those things and go to our product page. Yep, we need to create one more folder called product. Okay, and here we need to write index.blade.php, and here we need to put all the informations. Okay, so like product title, price descriptions, all of those things. At this moment we don't need this, and when we click on this it will go to the detail page. Okay, so later we're going to implement that. So first we need to get all the information, like get all the products, and we need to create our controller, guys. So PHP artisan make controller product controller. So this will work really fine. So if we go to the product controller, simple, and first functionality is public function index, so it will show all the products information. Before that we need to just write product public product. Okay, here we need to write public function construct. It will this product controller will be connected with our repository using a constructor, and we need to write I product repository, and we're gonna name it product. So now we are connected with the product controller with our repository using this functionality. Okay, now I can call the get all products function into the product controller, which will be showed inside the view, because controller will work with the view. Okay, we need to pass all the information into the view so that we can see all the products information. So that's why I need to inject. So this is the part is very important, to inject our repository. Okay, so that we can work with it, and it will just this dot product. Actually this product will call this product. So this product, as you can see, will be calling this product. This product is the same as this repository product. Now if I call, suppose this product now have get all products. As you can see, we are suggesting get all products information. Okay, so how can we get that thing? It is actually implemented in product repository, product get all the products, and it will return all the products, and we are calling it using this variable. So that's why we need to connect with the product repository, product repository, which is actually the interface with the product controller. So this is why the repository pattern is very important. We need to connect this so that we can call all the functionalities that is implemented in the repository. As you can see, we can just call it and it will work. And suppose we're gonna call it inside the products, we're gonna hold all the information and return it to the view, and we're gonna go to product/index page with products, and we're gonna name it products. Okay, so all the products information will be gone inside product.index page. As you can see, using the for each loop, we use a card view, and inside the card we are showing all the products pictures, products title, products price, all of those things. So now we need to put some information into the database so that we can actually see what's going on. So before we do that, we need to go to one more file, which is go to providers, app service provider. It will connect, suppose, as you can see, the app service provider, this will connect the controller and the repository. How controller know about the repository? So in the register function in the app service provider, we need to call this app bind. This app will bind I product repository dot class with we are connecting our interface with our product repository. As you can see, this class product repository class Now we can work with this pattern, repository pattern. Otherwise it will not work. You need to connect the product repository interface with the product repository class. This is the binding that we're gonna do. Okay, so that we are working with this. So very simple and very easy steps, and then you just call all those things. So let me refresh it and go to products, and here I need to put some data. Suppose I insert a picture. Suppose I can just copy image address and put it here, so it works really fine. And title is new green 13 Pro. Okay, and price is $1,100. Description: new iPhone looks awesome. And insert one more information: Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, price is suppose $1,200. S21 Ultra has S Pen. So this is all the information that we want to pass. Simple. So as you can see, we have two informations with the pictures, title, price, description, all of those things. So let me go to index page, and here at this moment we're gonna just render all the pictures. So let me go there, and there is no images slash because we didn't upload images from our desktop, so it will not work. Okay, so just write image source, product and pictures, and title, price and its description. Simple. And then routes web.php, and here we can get /products. If you go to products, it will call product controller dot class and index function, and we're gonna name this thing products dot index. Okay, so if you go to the product controller page, we'll call index function. When you go to the /products, it will call the index function. It will get all the products information and return as this view. This is the simple logic. So index function is the main thing here, and it is calling get all products from the interface or the repository. I write PHP artisan or optimize and clear it out, and create our server. If we go to /products, see all of our products are already there with a nice UI. So our first work is done. Then we need to implement the another function, which is store some data or give us the create page so that we can create something. Okay, so for that we need to work with our routes. We're gonna work with product/create to create some product, and it will go into the create page. Okay, in the create function we're gonna show all of this thing, and it should be products.create. Okay, so let me go to the product controller and create a new function called public function create. Okay, so public function create, and here we're gonna return a view, and it should be product.create page. Okay, it will return as a view. So if it says, if we go to the web.php and go to the create functionality, it will return as product.create page, which I need to copy from here. If I go to create.blade.php, you can copy the whole thing, product, and here to create.blade.php. Simple, and just paste it there. When I create all this product, let me delete all of this thing, and make sure you have the ink type multipart form data and method post. We just post all those pictures. First we need to choose a picture and type file and name it as picture so that we can take it using the request. Then we can have a title, name of title, and then we have price, and we have description in the text area. Then we're going to submit to create a product. So it will work really fine. And serve. So it is done. It is done perfectly. So let me go to the product/create. As you can see, we have our create page. with the title, price, and descriptions. Here I need to implement the image upload technique and all the informations. So for that we need to go to our repository and go to implements and interface first, because this is the place we need to implement something. Let me create one more function, public function create product, and it will take an array of data. We need to pass some array of data as an information, like its pictures, date, then its title, price, descriptions, all of those things to create a particular product. Now I need to implement it inside. Now we see we have an error because we need to implement this create. So here we need to create one more functionality, which is public function create product. So this is the thing that we got, and it takes array of data. You can create using two methods. So first one is you need to just validate your data, which you're gonna validate inside the controller, because we don't have request here. You can just write product is equals to new product. Okay, you can use simple this thing, or you can just write product, and here you need to just write insert, because you're inserting some data, or you can use product.create. Okay, I'm gonna use product insert, and it will take some array of data. First one is the picture, and it will be coming from the data or request, and it will have a pictures, and it will be coming from the request. If I go to product controller here, if I in the store method, you will see what I'm gonna do. But now just understand this is coming from the request. Okay, request pictures as a file format, and then we'll have our title. This will also come from the request, and just write it should have a title. This is just an array, associative array that we are using, and then we have a price, and it will have a data of price, and the final one is the description. Here you can use this thing, so description. So we have a picture, title, price, description, all of those things coming from the array of data as a request. Okay, into the create, and with this data we're gonna import all those data as insert all of those things inside the database. Okay, with the pictures, all of those things, but the validation will be done on product controller. And now we need to go to the product page, and here you need to just give public function, and here you need to just store this method. Okay, this method will take something called request, HTTP request, and call it request, and with this request we can validate it. So we can write request validate, and validation we can use here. It is required, then we have title, it is also required, and then we have price, which is also required to validate the pictures that is coming, title and price. So if I go to the product repository, we have price, pictures, title, price, description, and we have a request, and request can validate all of those features. Okay, now since we have the insert functionality, let me go to this is the insert functionality. We need to put some data, and we already put it. Okay, we need to collect all of our data is equals to request dot all. It will get all the data from the index page. So if we go to the create page, actually in the create page we have type of file called pictures, title, name, price, description. Okay, so this is all the thing that we are getting here. Now we need to pass it inside this product, and we can call create product, and here it will pass all of our data. Okay, all of our data, and these are the data that we collect. Okay, from this page we need to have a validation on controller, and we just call of our repository function, and it takes some parameter data on this data from the HTML pages or the blade pages, and just pass it. It is working really fine. Redirect us to /products page. So then it will return Redux page. So before we get it, we need to import some data, which is pictures upload So for that we need to create one more thing. Inside the public folder we can create new folder called images. Okay, so here we'll put all of our data. So if I write if suppose image is equals to request file picture. Okay, so if we have a request file of picture, then we can get the name of it. And how can we get the name of it? You just complicate it with the time and append it with a dot. Okay, this is important. Time and image, and get client original name. We can get the image name and concatenate with the time so that it is unique name. Okay, original name. And then what we're gonna do, we just go to image and move this folder into the public path. So public path is actually go to the public folder and go to its images folder, and here you just store this name variable, actually the image name. You're gonna store it, the image name, inside the public path of images. Okay, now here if we upload some pictures or images, it will be stored here with this particular name, with this name. Very simple. These 2 lines of code is very important, and moved all this information with the particular name. This is important. And what you're going to do, one more thing, we need to go to the data, and this data to get all the data from the HTML pages. And here in the associative array, in the picture, we need to pass this data. This data, actually this image name here, because we need to upload the image name in the data.picture. So if we go to controller in the repository, as you can see, we need to upload data's pictures in the request. Okay, so that we can upload the images. So image upload is very important technique, and you need to see my video as well if you want to learn it more in depth. You can just simply just call create product and put all of this data. Okay, so very simple. So our store function is done properly. Now what you need to do, you need to go to the web.php, and here we can just create one more file, product/store. If we go to store, it will get stored, and make sure it's a post request. It's a post request because we're posting some data, and it should be stored, and it should be product.store. If we go to the create, it will give us some create page. If you go to store, it will store the data. Now we need to go to the create page, and we need to just call this thing. Make sure you have a CSRF token in the create page and multiple form data if you have an image, and just call route, and here we have a product.create page. Instead of product.create, we have a store that will store the data. Okay, so if we hit submit, it will go to products.store and store all the data into the database page. Then we can insert some data, suppose a laptop, open it, Asus gaming laptop. You can copy the same thing as description, and if everything goes perfect, it will call the store function when you click on this create product. Okay, so we have 2 products now, as you can see, Asus gaming laptop, and we have 2 laptop based on it. One is I implemented here. Very simple. With all the product and create all the product is done perfectly. Now we need to just go to single product. If I go to repository, and here I need to write public function get single product, and it will take an ID to get all the single product. And now we need to implement that. So our creating is done. Then we need to get all the products. So we need to write public function get single product, and return product find by ID. It will find the product by its ID. So for that we need to go to web.php. Here we can just call it get functionality. It will get a single ID, product/ID. Using this ID you're gonna get the product, and it will go to the show function, and it should be product.show. It is actually the detail page. Now we need to go to the product controller, because our repository already implement the get the product by its ID functionality. We need to just call it. So let me create public function show method, and it will take ID, because if I go to the web.php, it takes particular ID parameter in the show functionality. So we need to have that. So in the controller, we need to get that functionality, and simply we just call this product get single product, and we have to pass an ID. As you can see, it's saying get single product. And how can we do that? Go to the product repository, you can just call this function get single product. We'll get all the product, and make sure we pass the ID, otherwise it will never work. Okay, and now we're gonna return a view. Sorry, it should be return a view, and view, we need to create the view. If we go to the product, it is show.blade.php, show.blade.php. Here we can copy something, blade.php, whole thing. We can copy the whole thing here, and paste it here. Now just comment it out and to delete all of this thing. In the script, we're gonna implement this script later. We don't want to implement all the comments functionality, so that we can delete all the comments functionality here. We can just, okay, we don't need all of this thing. We just need one row with a call MD of 9, and here we just need to put all of our pictures, title, price, and we can also go to our index page and edit page with this. Let me just delete all of those routes, because at this moment the routes won't be working perfectly. So this is actually our detail page. As you can see, we can see our detail page, and we already have this information. So if I go there, as you can see, if I now go to product show page, and in the show page we need to pass all those data that we get from the database, from the repository, and it should be a product okay. We get all the product information very simply and easily. So we are getting all the information. So let me go there. We go to this /product. As you can see, we get all the products information. If I go to the view detail, and if I go to the product /1, as you can see, it shows us all the information. Okay, suppose this laptop, I think it will work really fine. Okay. Intel based. Okay. So as you can see, it's worked really fine, because these are the two links that we copied from the Google, but this is the link that I stored in the information. Suppose if I go to public images, as you can see, this is the image that we uploaded. So image uploading is working really fine without any issues. So why it's not showing, I don't know, man. Let's now go to /images/pictures. Let me go to optimize it serve. /products /1. So we need to go to product ID of 3. So gaming laptop /images. So we are in the show.blade, and if you go to /images/product picture and price description, all of those things. Let me check. Okay, now we have all the information, because the problem is you need to use /images/product name for the uploaded. And if we go to here in the index page, because these are the two links that is coming from the Google, so it will not work actually. So if I use in the index page, if I go to the index page here, if I use /images/ okay, it will also work. It will work for the product that we stored, because we stored the product in the public directory, okay, in this images file. So that's the reason why it will not work all the time, because one is for Google Pictures image that I copied, and then one is for the product that I uploaded into the public folder. So that was the issue here. Then we need to work with our update functionality. If I go to product controller, our store and show by its ID is done. Then we update and edit, and update is really simple. So if we go there and here write public function product, here I'm gonna get it by ID to edit some product, and then we're gonna use public function update product, and it will take ID and some array of data so that we can put some data from our end. This is the reason we need to put all those data to update, and ID which product we need to update. So we need to implement these two things into the repository. So we need to implement public function edit product and its ID, and then we use one more function which is public function update product. Okay, so first we're going to work with our edit, and it will return product find by ID. We're gonna need the ID information, product ID information, to show inside the edit page. Okay, then we're gonna update it. So first work with the edit page. Okay, so we need to go to product controller, and here we need to use, suppose we can copy the same thing, and here it should be edit, and edit based on particular ID, and here we need to just copy and just call edit product, and it will take the ID that will pass from the route. Okay, so if I go to the route, let me complete this first. It should be get as well, and it should be product/edit/ID, and we need it to go to the edit, and it should be called product.edit, and make sure this edit has a ID. Okay, that's why we pass the ID, and if we call the edit product, it will also need an ID. So this is the ID that we pass, and you need to go to the product.edit page with this information, because we need to show all the data first. Okay, in the edit page. So we need to create one more page which is edit.blade.php. In the edit should be almost same as the create, but let me copy this thing because I know you guys are really hungry to learn very quickly. So, and also really need to make the video really short, so we can just copy the same thing for the edit page, and paste the same thing, and make sure you have a section, and we just extending all the thing from the layers.app folder. As you can see, this is the root, and then we created a content section, and inside that we put all these things. At this moment, this route will not work, because when you click on the update, it will go to update information or the update method in the controller. But at this moment, it will not. Make sure you have a multiple form data, and it should be post, and make sure you have a CSR token. Here you can have a value. Here you will get the update product information, and here if you go to the product controller, it will get all the product information based on this product. Okay, so if I go to the edit page, we get a product object, as you can see, product title, price, and in the description in the value field. So these are all the things that will work really fine, and we have a name, price, description, title, and the pictures. So these are all the things that we need to show all this data first, and then we work with our update functionality. So first let me check if it is working perfectly. Optimize, it is working fine, and PHP artisan serve. So I need to go to products, and if we go to the view detail, if we go to products ID of 3, it will go as detail page, and if we go to product ID of 3 edit/3, this is actually this product, and we have all the information as well as price and description. We get all the, if I click on update, it will update the product. So we need to create the update features now. So product/update update/id, it will also take in particular id. We're gonna call it update, and we can also call it update. Simple. Now we need to go to our repository pattern, and here you already have an update with an array of data that we pass, and here we're gonna implement that features. Okay, update. So it is almost similar. You can copy the same thing, and here you need to write product find by id, because update takes an id. Remember that. If I go to website page, here you have id, and in the update. Okay, so we need that. So we need an id to update product.find the product and update it. Update the product. And first you need to find the product, then you need to call update, and within the update you just pass all the information like data, pictures. The picture will be coming here from the request, the title coming here, price, description, all of those things will be coming here, and this is the function to update. Simple. And here to go to product, here in the product, just copy the same thing, and it should be called as update functionality. So when you call it update button, it will render this function. So it needs all of this data. Okay, suppose array of data, and we need to call this product update product. So this is the thing we need to call, and we need to update this product and pass all of our data. Now how can we get? We need to get all of this our data inside to request, because this thing will take a request id and request. Okay, so that we can get all of this data, because we are inside the controller. Okay, so the data that will pass to update based on its id. Okay, and this is the data that we want. And we can also use validation. We can use the same validation here, because we have a request. First we need to validate, then we get all those data, then we upload the images. So for upload the images, you can copy exactly the same thing. You can copy up to this part. Okay, so delete this thing. We are getting all the data. So if we request for pictures, it will get the pictures and move to images file. And in the data pictures, we need to just pass this name that we put into the database. Okay, so if we upload any images, and then we're gonna pass this particular data that we want to update based on this id. So all of those pictures will be coming into the pictures, and we need to go to, we can just redirect. We can, after update, we can just redirect. Okay, let's just copy this thing. So we need to go here and to go to, after the update of the product, you need to return the products. So it will also work really fine. So one more thing we need to do in the edit, here in the form action, when I click on this function will be occurred. So if you go to the web, this update functionality will be called when you go to the update/id, and its name is products.update. Okay, so this to call that, we need to go to the edit, and here we need to pass the same functionality. Here we need to call products.update. So this is the function we'll call. So we need to update. So this is actually the edit page. So edit page have the ability to get the product ID information, because we already passed it. So this is the product ID we want to update. So this is the same thing, and multiple form data post, and we need CSR token. So after all of those things is done, make sure you just write PHP artisan optimize, and here to write serve. Simple. So if I go to products and Asus, and here if we go to the product ID of 3, you get the detail. And if I go to edit/3, it will go to update page, and we can update, suppose in this picture, just use the iPhone picture, suppose, and make sure it is update just 566 this update, suppose. So update route. Okay, we need to go to here, make sure it's post, because update is a post request. otherwise it is never gonna work. Optimize serve. As you can see, the picture is changed, everything is updated. So if I go to the detail, as you can see, the price is different, everything, the title is different, everything is different. And just delete everything. As you can see, it's updated and it returned us to /products page. So it works really fine without any issues. The update is fine. So if I go to show page and if I go to the single product information, like with the product, here we can implement to go home. To go home, we can use the same route. It should be product.index page. Okay, this is the product index page that will go. And if we want to edit, I can just go to route. I can copy the same thing. It will go to the product.edit page and with an ID, with a product ID, because we already got it inside the show page. As you can see, we have a product title that we can catch. We have a type, pictures, all of those things, price descriptions, and based on the product ID, we can go to the edit page. This partition optimize. Okay, it should be product.show product ID. Okay, and detail. So this is the index page. Now index page, as you can see, this is the index page. If we go to the detail, it will go to the detail of the particular product ID. Okay, simple logic. We have a detail and we can go to the detail. If we go to the home, it will go to the /products page, and we can also go to the edit page as well from there. So this is the thing that we just covered. Very simple and very easy step. This is our index page and this is a show page. From that you can go to the home page and we can edit them. Very simple and easy, and all the thing is working really fine without any issues. And we also fix that later. At this moment, this is the really CRUD functionality that we can see. We can see detail, we can edit, we can also create something, and we can also delete something. But delete functionality I'll be implementing in the admin section, because this is really simple stuff and there is nothing complicated. You can really easily delete it. So this is the main CRUD of part 1 that we completed here, which is awesome, which is product CRUD. And next part we're going to work with the Ajax, with the comment section, because we need to put some comment section to it. In the each particular product should have some comment, and then we have implemented the admin. So our first part is done with the product CRUD. So I think that's all for it, guys. We just implemented the get all the product functionality in the interface, create product, single product, edit product, update product, all of those things, and we just implemented it into our repository. As you can see, update it, we can edit it, we get single product, we just insert all the product. So lot of things that we did really perfectly. Just give me a like and subscribe as much as possible, because I really work so hard to make this awesome content and learn all those things regularly, so that I can give you much better content in the near future. So I hope our repository pattern CRUD is done. So wait for the next video where I'll talk about a much more better content in the near future.